survived the Holocaust, and he writes what it's like to be in a train station, to be loaded onto one of these trains or the cattle cars like we're standing in right now. He says, "After marching in silence for an hour, we arrived at the railroad station, where cattle cars were ready to be loaded with Jewish prisoners. We stood in front of the train for a few hours. Then, all of a sudden, the doors from the cattle cars were pulled open. Yelling at us to climb into the cars as quickly as possible, the SS began to beat Jewish men, women, and children with their rifle butts. Some of us were killed from the beatings and shootings during this torturous mayhem, but most managed to get into the cattle cars. When less than the guy tried to help our parents into the cattle car, the Nazis demanded that we hurry up and began to hit us on our heads with their rifle butts. People were panicking as they were forced into the train. I knew I had to escape from the situation no matter what. More than 100 adults and small children were packed into our small cattle car. There was no water and very little air to breathe. People were screaming, and there were many cries for help. Some of the older and weaker people began to die. Some people began to take off their clothes to get relief from the unbearable heat. My heart was breaking at this horrible scene. I felt that I couldn't bear this torture any longer. It was clearly apparent to me that the transport was not headed to an Arbeitslager, a labor camp, as the Nazis had told us. It was headed to the gas chambers. Once more, I told my father that I had to escape.